So we're working. Finally working. Hooray for computers. I ever say how much I hate computers? I truly hate computers. But we're finally working. Thankfully. Yay. Only took a moment or so to reboot. Only had to take a moment to try and get things working, and then well, we're here. We're live. And that's it. And it's Standfast Saturday. Fireworks are going off outside. Sounds like a small war going on. Because, well, long story short, City Knox couldn't wait for 4th of July, so they had to have it this weekend instead of next weekend. But, you know what? That's all right. Because, well, they're not just influencing, they're transforming. You're not just influencing, you're transforming. See, we tried a different format tonight, so we're going to see if I get limited. Instead of having my browser showing a live video of my motivational quotes that my AI created that does all sorts of like really cool moving things and stuff like that, I just decided to do a static image down there and have Streamlabs just whoop, change it out. So you're not just influencing, you're transforming. We'll see what happens because, well, apparently I'm broadcasting non-original content, even though I created it. But whatever, right? Anyways, and then, of course, yes, my love, I can. I'm in the middle of a live. I love you. Have fun. You walk down there, you can walk back. Move. Out of here. I tell you, I do miss talking on stages because this type of random crap does not happen. For one thing, I turn my phone off. Second off, I don't have a cat running around doing weird things. Now he's attacking the candy that the people in the parade threw at us. So gotta love it. Hey, Alicia. So, anyways, see, when you're talking on a stage, it's a little bit different than talking on this, what do you want to call it? More social. Is that more casual? There you go. More casual environment where I mean, you're in my office. You're in my, you see my ugly wall that's behind me that I got to paint. That's taken from my other office, where we when we painted the other office, we had a whole bunch of kids help paint. They put their handprints all over the wall to dedicate the internet cafe we had at that time. And while that was the last remaining part of the internet cafe, and I just grabbed that piece of drywall off that wall and I just brought it with. Because I needed drywall for this house because, well, it had no drywall. So, yeah, I tore the drywall off the house that I lived in and brought it to this house. And I put it on my wall in my office. Wouldn't you? Heck, I even grabbed my bedroom closet door, which has my kids' handprints on it from when they were like a baby. So, I mean, I grabbed that too and brought it with because, well, I'm a Fruit Loop like that. We sometimes save things. Sometimes things are memorable to us. Figure everything I had burned in a fire, so I had to start building new memories. What better than trying to memories of my kids, trying to painting their hands and putting on my doors, right? So, anyways, today's topic on Standfast Saturday is all about you're not influencing, you're transforming. And so, what happens is people out there think that they need a platform to stand on, a stage. Boom, there it is. What am I doing that is not unoriginal or reproduced? I created that logo. I created the you're not influencing, transforming thing. But what is it? I'm not AI. Come on, somebody make some. I mean, I'm not AI, so I'm definitely original. Because if anybody made an AI person, I guarantee it's gonna look a hell of a lot better than me. That's for sure. Jesus Christ, what am I? No, it's I'm restricted once again. Something else. I created the content.
Wow. Now you can't go live on Facebook?
Well, no, I can go. I'm still live. It's just restricting sending it out to everybody that's out there. You know, so therefore, instead of getting 400 views, I'm only going to get like 20 views on TikTok. You know, and it's kind of crazy. And it's like, what the heck? I'm the one that, oh, my AI created the picture. Well, the WoW logo is my design. I've got copyright on that. That's my copyright. That's my copyright. I should try to be suing TikTok for displaying it without my permission, right? Because it's my copyright, right? No, I'm joking. Sorry. I'm. You know what? I'm just gonna do here. Fine, heck with it. Let's just. I mean, I can understand if it was music playing or something like that, but it's not music. It's not anything. All right, let me see. Image. Hide. Goodbye. Oh, wrong image. Slideshow. Goodbye. There. Slideshow's gone. Now it's just me and my logo. Rant mode activated. Me and my logo. Me and my logo. Me and my logo. Here, look, I'm going to move my logo around.
I hope that's not your daily job.
What? Singing?
Yeah.
Well, you know, whether you're on stage talking or singing, it doesn't really matter, right? I can even do a dance.
Wow.
What is it? There's this TikTok thing out there, Ivy or whatever, a tech influencer, some teenage girl, and her number one thing is, I get so nervy, and it's beep, 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 beep. It's so the song is so irritating. But for some reason, it's stuck in my head. I mean, that song is stuck in my head. Oh my goodness. That and that diggity 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 ooh ah diggity 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 ooh ah. That other song is stuck in my head that everybody's doing now, and it's like, geez, Mary and Joseph. All right. Anyways, all right. So I got rid of the pretty pictures that my AI created. That I put my little logo on to show that I created it because it's my logo. I mean, this is a banner back here. Look, it's actual physical banner. I mean, look, it's a physical banner. It's not AI created. I know I'm ranting. It just irritates me. They actually went through and almost every single video that had one of my little logo things, not logo, but my little video things on there that showed the background, my motivational backgrounds, said that this content has been shown and muted. Not muted, but removed because of unoriginal content. Unoriginal content? I created it. Me and my happy little computer that I hate. All right, well, life goes on. Because, well, I'm definitely influencing a bad negative vibe right now, and I need to stop that. So we're going to transform and let people feel what a transformation feels like. And the fastest way to do that is, well, talk about generosity. See, the old saying that what goes around comes around. All right. And so you get people that walk around life where they're constantly talking about negative stuff always happening to them. You know, you're talking about how it's a beautiful day. Yeah, but it's going to rain next Tuesday. That's next Tuesday. It's not today. Enjoy the day. Yeah, but it's going to rain. But it's not today. Focus on what we have today. Enjoy what we have today. Yeah, but we've got next Tuesday, it's going to thunderstorm. And so what happens is they're always constantly worried about what's going to happen, that they never get a chance to really enjoy what is happening right now. And so what happens is they're so focused on the negative that they attract more negative. And that's how blessings happen. That's how abundance happens. The more you focus on something, the more it's going to come back to you. You see, blessings and abundance come to people who pour out. The story of what goes around comes around. When you're trying to help with other people, it comes back to you. When you give your time, your energy, your kindness, your resources, life takes note. Life says, hey, you know what? They're actually trying to do something better with their life. And depending on why you're doing it, life decides whether to reward you or punish you. Like those influencers that go around like, ooh, look at me, I'm going to take this sandwich and I'm going to try and videotape me giving this sandwich to this homeless person so they can get views. Yeah, well, no. They're going to get views, but you know what? What goes around comes around. That's a fake. That's fake. You're pouring blessings for instant gratification. You're pouring blessings for recognition to boost your ego as opposed to doing it silently, as opposed to doing it without the idea of other people seeing you do it. See, when you do things and people don't see you doing it and you're doing it just to be a good person, that's a whole other story. That's when life looks at you and says, you know what? They're doing something good for people. That kindness, we're going to reward them. We're going to give them some blessings. We're going to give them some abundance. We're going to reward them because they're influencing people and they don't even realize it. They're doing it not for the fame. They're doing it not for the ego trip. They're doing it to actually bona fide help people. And the blessings that they're asking for, they're going to get them. The blessings that you're asking for, they're already coming towards you because of the last person you've helped. Because the last person that you turned and bent over backwards for to help. Even if they try and stab you in the back as you're bending over. There's another quote out there that no good deed goes unpunished. Unfortunately, it's true, but you know what? Life rewards you for that too. You see, when you realize that your words weren't just motivating people, but they're changing people. When you do something for somebody else, it doesn't just give them a temporary gratitude. It doesn't just temporarily make them happy. You plant a seed inside of them. You plant a seed inside of them that changes them from the inside. So that one day they're going to try and go, you know what? You didn't hype me up. You healed me. I saw your consistency and it helped my confidence. It helped me realize that I can stand up and do this after my house fire. I realized I was able to lose weight after fighting so hard to lose weight all my life. I realized I could get over that breakup. I realized I could get over being fired. I realized I can get over being laid off. I realized I can get over getting kicked out of school. I realized I can get over being thrown in jail. Because somebody saw the shift in your confidence. Somebody was influenced by what you said. And that influence, those words, those actions, those things create a transformation in somebody and you didn't even realize it. Because, see, influence is just a moment in time. It's like motivation. Motivation is just a feeling. It's a fleeting moment that just disappears after a while. You get all motivated, get all excited, and everything like this, and all of a sudden, the first thing that happens is you get, oh, tired. I got a lot done today. I'm tired. I got a headache. I'm tired. And the motivation fleets. But what stops that? What fixes that motivation burnout? Discipline. Consistency. Discipline is when you decide to do it anyways, even though you're tired. Discipline is when you decide to go live, even when you have a horrendous headache and it feels like knives are stabbing you in the back of the eyes. Discipline is when you decide to get up out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning to get work done on your day off when you don't feel like getting up. Consistency is also something important. Consistency is also deciding to keep going when the road gets rough. Consistency is deciding to keep trying after you've tried a couple times and failed. Consistency is to stand in front of the stove and try making some more french fries after trying to burn your dad's house down with the oil being too hot. Trust me, we got that on camera. That was wild. And I'm proud of him. Electric stove, hot oil, flames going to the roof of the ceiling, going to the ceiling of the house, smoke alarms going off everywhere. And instead of grabbing the faucet at the sink and putting the fire out with water, the grease fire on an electric stove with water. I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you. Good job. He grabbed the lid and put it right on top of that oil and snuffed it out instantly. I am insanely proud of him for that. Insanely proud of him. So, and you know what? He went back in the kitchen. He started cooking more french fries. And he's actually cooked some really good french fries. He's cooked some chicken nuggets. He's cooked some things. And you know what? Truthfully, I honestly think he's going to be a great chef one day. I'm doing my live. I'm doing my live. Go. Sorry about that, people. Once again, another reason why I like talking on stages. Less distractions, less crazy. Plus, also I get paid for it. This I don't get paid for. This I'm doing to help you. Taking my time out away from my family to have a conversation with you on a Saturday night. To help you. Because your transformation is a turning point. You can have the things that you want out of life. You just have to try and learn to influence a little better. You have to learn to believe in yourself a little bit better. Because influence is when people hear you. And transformation is when people feel you. See, influence, like I said, is that moment in time, that motivational moment. But transformation is that turning point where they change, where they realize that, hey, This is important. That's why I don't say I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a transformational speaker. Because influence is all about popularity. And I've never won any popularity contests. But you know what? I've won a lot of purpose contests. I've won a lot of congressional awards. I've won science fairs. I've won Christian awards. I've won quite a few interesting things. And you know what? Transformation is purpose. Transformation changes your life forever. It gives you the opportunity to look at somebody near you and say, hey, you're carrying more power than you're using. Because you know what? You're not just influencing, you're transforming people. Now, because transformation it has a doorway, that doorway is giving. Because, see, like I said, what goes around goes around. What comes around goes around. Blessings and abundance don't chase people who hoard. Why do you think that a lot of the rich people out there are constantly giving away? They form organizations to give so much away. Not just because of taxes, because the fact that it's the idea of helping other people. Because you know what? Blessings and abundance chase people who pour. And giving is the fastest way to activate transformation. Because when you give something of yourself, you're sharing. You activate that transformation inside you by sharing part of your life with somebody, giving them part of your life, transforming theirs. Because what happens is giving creates a connection. Giving creates trust. Giving creates a spiritual momentum. That's why in churches you hear about all the time, give, give, give. Donate. Volunteer. Now I'm working on a massive project right now that, well, pray for me on this one. A couple people actually say I should try and do a GoFundMe to start this out because it's going to cost me a lot of money to get my foot in the door. And well, I'll be honest, I don't have the money for it, but it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm trying hard to do it. So pray for me on this one. I could use all the prayers I can get, but it's a phenomenal opportunity that's been in the works for close to 26 years. Actually longer, but I already lost it once. And so I'm in the process of getting it back. And we know what's on that wall, don't we? We know what's on that wall. Oh, yes. We know what's on that wall. Anybody who's followed me long enough knows what's on that wall right there. And so therefore, you already know what's out there. Because giving gives emotional authority. See, giving creates opportunities that you don't even ask for. Because the person who gave time to a struggling friend ends up with a lifelong ally. Do you realize last Friday, one of my closest friends, Tronan, took his day off from work and helped me with a massive project to get done? And even though he complained about it while there, about how he forgot and how he hates and how he this and how he that, when we were all said and done, you know what he said to me? He said, I love you, man. And that meant a lot to me. That truly did. Because he doesn't realize how much he really did help me with that. And the time that you spend giving it to a struggling friend, it's amazing. Because the person who gave kindness to a stranger ends up with a job referral. The person who gave resources to somebody in need can end up receiving exactly what they lack. Because see, once again, every seed you plant becomes the door to something else. When one door shuts, another one opens. And every act of generosity becomes a shift that you can turn and have. Every time you give, life takes note as to why. Are you doing it to benefit yourself, or are you doing it out of the kindness of your heart? So turn to yourself and tell yourself that, hey, your blessings are tied to your giving, and I'm ready to pour because I have a dream and I'm not lazy. And the more people I help, the more life's going to help me. Because you're not just influencing, you're transforming people's lives. And you don't need a stage. Just by talking to your kids, by talking to your family, by talking to your neighbors, by talking to your coworkers, your school friends, the people in your neighborhood, the things you do there, the strangers sitting on a bus from you. Oh man, have I got a story for you. Talking about strangers on a bus. Ha! There's a good 5-minute waste time. I was younger, and I was I was younger, and I used to take a bus to work every day when I had a and I'd stop and get a newspaper and get a pack of coffee and a cup of zingers. Cup of coffee and a packet of zingers. You know zingers, those little strawberry coconut flavored things. Got 3 of them in a package. And I'd get on the bus, and it was a good 2-hour bus ride. And I'd sit there on a bus, and I'd sit right in a seat where there's seats. You know, I mean, I'd sit in a seat lengthwise, and there's always another seat next to the wall right here. And so I'd sit there, and I'd put my zingers and my newspaper right there to stop people from sitting there next to me. And I'd sit there, and I'd drink my coffee, and I'd read my newspaper. And well, long story short, along the bus ride, somebody sat next to where I put my newspapers and zingers one time. And I'm like, what? Oh, okay, whatever. And the bus is going, and all of a sudden I notice him opening up the zingers. He's opening my zingers. He takes one and eats it. The guy's sitting on the bus eating my zingers.
Whose candy is this? Livia's?
Somebody's.
If
Mine.
it's Livia's, I'm taking my tax because she's supposed to get mine.
Anyways,
Take my tax.
I'm just looking at him. And I reach over there, I grab the open pack of zingers, I take a zinger out, and I try and decide to eat it. And he stops what he's doing, looks right at me, gives me the evil like. I'm like, what?
Oh, are you telling the Zinger story?
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it his? But you.
Shush. And so I'm eating it, and he's like sitting there, and he looks over at me. He looks over at the zingers. There was one left on there, and I'm eating, and I'm drinking my coffee, and I'm eating the zingers. And with it, he reaches over, grabs that last zinger, picks it up, pulls it out of the wrapper, puts the wrapper back down on top of the newspaper, and eats a zinger. And I'm just like looking at him like, I'm thinking that mofo ate 2 of my 3 of my zingers, 2 out of 3 of my zingers. And I'm like, wow. I didn't say anything because it's like, well, you know what? It's not worth fighting over. I'm like, heck with it. So I'm just drinking my coffee, and I reach over there. I grab the zinger wrapper, and I pick it up, and I fold it all nice and neat. So, making it as much noise as possible. And, I grab the garbage. And he's looking at me as I'm grabbing the garbage. I'm folding up all nice, and I put it in my pocket to take it off the bus and throw it in the trash can. And we kind of smile at each other. No big deal. We're going on, and I guess the bus comes up to the stop. He gets up, grabs his newspaper, and walks off the bus. Riding along, and I'm like, I can't believe the guy ate my zingers. I mean, I'm totally flabbergasted. About a half hour later, I go to get up and get off the bus, and I pick up my newspaper, and under my newspaper is my whole package of zingers that I put down on a chair and covered with my newspaper. Yep, I ate his zingers.
You ate his zinger. You only took
Yes,
one.
I ate his zinger. I ate his
That's
zinger.
so embarrassing.
And I'm just like, wow. Wow. And you know what?
You got a free zinger.
I got a free zinger out of it. But the thing is that him and I, Tron, and didn't get all antsy, didn't go all angry, didn't get anything like this. I mean, I was under the impression that he was eating mine when he knew exactly I was eating his, and he didn't do anything about it.
Bro, if something happened to me like that, I would bomb. They would hear me.
And so, you know what? Once again, I probably shifted that man's story. I mean, I can imagine him probably walking around telling about how some crazy guy sat on a bus, ate one of the zingers. I'd actually love to meet this guy. Huh?
Imagine he watches this.
I know, that'd be freaking hilarious. Guy messaged me one day, hey, you owe me a zinger.
Oh.
But you know what? That might have shifted his mindset. Because he probably, I mean, he didn't say anything bad about it. He didn't say, hey, that's mine. He didn't try to jump up. He didn't punch me in the nose or anything like that.
I don't know why you didn't. I would.
But the point is that the way he reacted probably gave him one heck of a blessing.
Give him one heck of a blessing. What do you mean? If someone stole my zinger, I would not take that as a blessing.
It's not necessarily that. It's that he didn't react negatively. He just went with it. He probably figured, well, hey, you know what? This guy here needed a zinger, so let him have it.
Maybe he thought you were homeless.
Exactly, maybe. Who knows? And he didn't say anything bad about it. Oh yeah, I was dressing nice and time. I was suit and tie.
Were you going to Sentas?
No, it was when I was working for Navistar International as a network facilitator.
NASA?
No, oh gosh, I forgot the name of the word.
That internet company you made and now costs?
No. It's Navistar International. It's a trucking company.
You worked for a trucking company?
Yeah, I worked in their IT department for a long time. It was a temporary thing.
You said a long time and temporarily in the same sentence, and it makes no sense. Those words?
A long time was about 3-4 weeks because I didn't care for it, and I ended up starting a security company at that point.
Also, I have work tomorrow.
Okay. So, you know what? Blessings don't show up randomly. They show up in response. They show up in response on how you respond to things around you.
Guess how many tattoos I got today?
They show up based on how you don't have much.
Hello?
They're based on how you pour into other people when you're tired, when you're not feeling well. They show up when you lift other people while you're still trying to climb yourself.
Have you ever met someone above the age of 20 with a belly button piercing before?
Yes.
I haven't.
And so, you know what? I wonder how that man is doing today.
Maybe he owns the Zinger company. Maybe
But
that's
you know
why
what? More importantly, I wonder if he ever had a breakthrough. I wonder if anybody ever had a job opportunity because of the fact that they gave so much of themselves that somebody decided to give them a job.
Do they still make Zingers?
Yes, they do. Because see, people shouldn't give to impress. They should always give to impact. Give of themselves wholeheartedly, because it'll come back to you. See, you're not just influencing, you're transforming people's lives. What you're giving is unlocking blessings for other people, and you haven't even met them yet. Your generosity is opening doors that your talent can't touch. Your kindness is planting seeds that you'll never get to see grow.
Yeah.
Because you're transforming lives just by the simple things you do on a daily basis. And that makes me believe that blessings are already on the way to you. Abundance is already coming to you.
What's
I
that
believe
on the
in.
wall?
Huh?
What's that purple thing on the wall?
What purple thing?
That purple thing with the line with the K? Yeah.
Oh, I can't talk about that. Not on a live.
Is it land?
I can't talk about that. Not on a live.
I can't.
But you know what? I believe in you. You need to believe in you. So you're just going to have to withstand.
I don't understand that.
You're going to have to understand that you've withstood more than people know. You've owned more than people seen. And it's time to win in a way that nobody can ignore.
I see two braces.
It's time to step up and make your next move your loudest one yet, because I believe in you. You need to believe in you. You need to give. You need to pour. You need to transform. And watch